Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Michael Bartlett, Master Metaphysical Astrologer, and I'm excited here to talk about my book, Astrological Mavericks. Do you have what it takes to change the world? Each week, I like to talk a little bit about each of the signs and each of the angles because people who are mavericks are people who have planets on the same right next planets right on their angles, which is the ascendant, the IC, the descendant, or the midheaven. So if you have any planets in those areas or in the same signs as those angles, you are going to be what I consider a maverick and therefore exhibiting a certain sort of different way of expressing the planets. So this week, because we're in Scorpio season, I'm going to talk about Scorpio sun on the ascendant. Now, of course, when we talk about Scorpio, we're talking about some sort of transformation. There's always transformation going on when someone has a Scorpio rising. So for those of you a Scorpio rising, I'm not telling you anything new on that. It's really getting used to the idea of death and rebirth and regeneration and going through things and learning how to let go in a certain sense. But when it becomes maverick territory, these are the individuals who kind of shape us and help us see things from a different viewpoint. And my first example is Caitlyn Jenner, who began as Bruce Jenner back in the day, who was an Olympian, won gold medals for his triathlon work and for his, I think, javelin, some other things that he did. But then decided that he wanted to become a woman, became transgendered, and became a she. So I think that's a really beautiful example of sun on the ascendant in Scorpio. When we think of the ascendant as how we see people and how the world sees us and how we see the world in a sense, we can tell that there's a deep scorpionic process that's been going on with her. Our second example is the rock star Adam Ant from the 80s and 90s, who did this really kind of interesting look, changing his look and I think actually ushering in a new way for artists to express themselves and show themselves on the rock scene and the pop art scene as well back in the day. My third example is the world-renowned astrologer Aaron Sullivan, dear friend of mine who unfortunately passed away last year in December of 2024. Bless her soul. She wrote many wonderful books on astrology. If you haven't read any of them and you love astrology books, I highly recommend them. They come from more of a psychoanalytical viewpoint. She wrote a great book on retrograde planets as well as family dynamics and Saturn and quite a few others. Just really highly recommend anything you get from her. She also had the sun in Scorpio on the ascendant, and she actually helped a lot of astrologers bring their work, birthing forth their work, and helping to bring forth a new understanding of how astrology works. I don't know if there's anyone out there who might have a question or want to ask something, but I'm going to try and do this every week and promote the Maverick work. If you're not sure if you have Maverick placement, please feel free to send me an email at michael@coremichael.com. That's Michael at COREMICHAEL.com. Send me your birth date, your birth time, and your birthplace, and I'd be happy to check out your chart and take a look and see if it is. I also offer readings for those of you who do have Maverick planets. There are not any other astrologers out there working with this sort of energy. I can help you unlock whatever your special gifts you have in that regard and help them work in a healthier and happier manner than they have. Please feel free to check out my website, coremichael.com, and click on Book Now. And you can click on the Astrological Mavericks under the services. And I would be happy to provide you with the services you need to be the most brilliant person you're here to be. Well, since I don't have anyone who's asking any questions, I just want to say thank you for watching today. Please share with your friends. Please hit like. Please leave comments, ask questions. If you have a Scorpio rising, do you have any planets there? What is your experience of this? Or even just Scorpio rising, what is your feeling about this experience? Thank you so much for tuning in today. Again, my name is Michael Bartlett, and I appreciate you being here. Have a wonderful day. Take care.